Hi there, I'm Kate and this is English Lessons with Kate channel. Today I've got 7 cool techniques for you to practice English speaking, especially when you're alone and you don't have anyone to speak English with. Each way is fun and easy to do. And guess what? I'll show you how to do each one. We'll take it slow, learn each method, and then move on to the next. Remember, we just want to improve your speaking skill and start speaking English confidently, so choose whatever feels right for you. Students often ask me, Kate, I understand everything you say, but I can't speak English. What should I do? And today I will share with you 7 methods to practice speaking skills so that you can solve this problem. Alright, let's start with the first one, describing an episode from a TV series. I bet you've never heard about this method before. First, we'll take a scene from a TV series, How I Met Your Mother, and you can choose any series that you enjoy. Turn the sound off. The scene is on mute because it's not about watching the video for fun, and the audio can be distracting. It's about describing everything you see in English. So, as you watch it, you'll be speaking in English and improving your speaking skill. First, you're going to see 10 seconds of a video. Name everything you see in English. Let's start. If you see a bottle, say, I see a bottle. If you see a glass, say, I see a glass. You're just naming the objects, right? What else can we see while watching this clip? I see a plate. I see some food on the plate. I see people sitting at the table. I see a man wearing a suit and a tie. While you're doing this, you make your brain focus on English. You make your brain focus on English words and you start to speak. There are so many things you can find and describe, so it's a very good exercise to start speaking English on your own. Try this technique and let me know if it was helpful. So that's the first technique. The next one is reading out loud. This is something I've been doing for years. No, I didn't do it just in my bedroom or anything. It's something we had to do in school. Almost every single day we practiced reading. Each student would take turns, you know? You'd grab your book, stand up, and read a couple of paragraphs out loud. Then the next person would go. And honestly guys, I was pretty good at reading. Whenever it was my turn, I tried to be the best reader in the class. I made it my personal challenge. And it wasn't just about reading the words. I loved bringing emotions to the words I read. Like, if I was reading a sad or a happy part, I wanted everyone to feel it. Now grab your favorite book in English. Read it out loud. I promise it will help a lot. Reading aloud is extremely helpful for your English skills. It boosts your vocabulary, sharpens your grammar, and improves your reading and listening skills. How? When you read out loud, you're not just reading, you're also listening to yourself. Not only is it beneficial for learning, but it's also a lot of fun. Commit to reading aloud for just a few minutes every day. And if it doesn't make a difference for you, let me know. I'm confident you'll see the benefits. Let's move on to the next technique, which is super popular these days. Let's talk about using ChatGPT for practicing English. This is a new way, so it's very exciting. How does it work? You just ask ChatGPT to make an English conversation for you. It can be between 2 friends or a mother and her child. For example, you can say, ChatGPT, please create a 5-minute talk between a mother and her child. And quickly ChatGPT will give you a conversation. Then you can practice speaking it. You read the lines of one person and then the other. It's like acting out both parts of a dialogue. What's next? Well, practice this conversation aloud. Begin as a mother reciting the lines, then switch to a child and do the same. It's essential to read your speech with proper intonation and saying words clearly. Read the lines clearly and deliberately. Imagine you are truly talking to your mother. Adopt the genuine tone and rhythm in your speech. This isn't just about repeating the words mindlessly or reading them out loud. Dive into each character and truly live their words. This is a great way to improve your speaking skills in English. By the way, I have a full video about practicing English with ChatGPT. You can watch it after this lesson. Now let's move on to the next method, the mirror technique. I've mentioned this before in other videos, but today I'm going to talk about it again. The cool thing is that you can speak English to someone, yourself, in the mirror. So no worries if you don't have anyone to chat with. With this method, you have a person right there in front of you. Yeah, that person is you. This way you can practice making eye contact and just talk to yourself. And what to talk about? Anything. You can ask yourself questions and answer them, like, how was your day? What do you have for lunch or dinner? Who did you meet today? What did you do this weekend? Honestly, talk about anything. The best part is that it helps to build your confidence. You're practicing with someone looking back at you. Give it some time and you'll see how useful it is. I can tell you 100% you'll see how useful it is. And honestly, I've used the mirror technique a lot. I really wanted to improve my English. I wasn't shy about it, and it's made a big difference in my life. I didn't do it just as a technique for better English. It was my way of talking to myself. I was born in a small town in Russia, and becoming fluent in English was my dream. When I talked in front of the mirror, it was like chatting with a friend, myself. I just shared how I felt and what was on my mind. And you know what? Without even realizing it, I was getting better at English too. Another great method to improve your English is by reading and mimicking subtitles. Let me explain. Imagine this. You turn on the TV and play an English show, but make sure you got subtitles on. Here's the trick. Don't just watch the show passively. This isn't just about entertainment, it's about practicing. Every time a character speaks and a subtitle appears, hit pause. Read those subtitles aloud, mimicking the tone and emotion. Then press play until the next subtitle comes up and repeat. Let me show you how to do it. We'll listen first and then we'll repeat.
Kids, I'm going to tell you an incredible story.
Kids, I'm gonna tell you an incredible story.
The story of how I met your mother.
The story of how I met your mother. This method isn't just beneficial, it's also fun. You get to follow the story while working on your speech. It's probably best to do this when you're alone, so you can fully concentrate. Remember, don't just read. Put feelings into your words. Don't sound like a robot. Try to express yourself naturally. The next great method to improve your speaking skills is the imitation technique. This is my favorite technique because it's the most helpful for improving speaking skills. Find a person which voice and accent you really love. First of all, listen carefully. Pay close attention when you hear the person speaking English. Listen to how they say words and sentences. Then repeat aloud. Try saying the same words and sentences out loud, just like they do. It's like practicing your favorite lines from a movie. Say them the same way as the actors do. I personally love Mary Forleo. She has an amazing American accent. So let's listen to her and then try to repeat.
What if I could relax the part of my brain that always thinks I'm missing something?
What if I could relax the part of my brain that always thinks I'm missing something? What if I could relax the part of my brain that always thinks I'm missing something? Speak slowly. When you're imitating, don't rush. This way you can learn the right way. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Everyone does. Keep trying and you'll get better. The next amazing method is singing songs. Songs have a rhythm and timing that you need to follow. This helps you develop a sense of pace and rhythm in your speech. Learning and singing songs can introduce you to new words and phrases, expanding your vocabulary and giving you more options when you speak. This can make your conversations more interesting. Yeah, it's very good. Learning lyrics can also improve your memory skills. The tips I've given you will work, but you have to use them every day. Here's a simple plan. Spend at least 10 minutes every day practicing. One day, listen to a short clip and try to say it just like they do. The next day, read a short article out loud and then tell it in your own words. If you have extra time some days, practice a bit more. The main thing is to do something every day. As you get better, try talking to others in English. And if you make mistakes, don't worry, it's a part of learning. Most people will understand. Keep practicing and you'll keep getting better. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below this video. If you like my content, you can send me super thanks. I will be very grateful to you. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and I'll see you next time. Bye!